That's that. You want to talk about the P-Funk show? You want to talk about the P-Funk show? It was good. P-Funk show was good. It was just good. Downtown LA, Novo. Come to find out, tickets at the door to get in general admission, not general admission pit, was $15. Price went down to $15. More than one person. I think I talked to a couple people who ended up just getting stuck with tickets. Couldn't give them away. I gave mine away. I was ready to eat it. I sold a couple of them. I still had one. And I'm standing in line, talking stuff, saw Tally. Got in line with him. We used to, rucking it up in line. Having a good time. And this one dude, I see it. It's about, I ain't gonna say all the shows, but he be at the shows. He be at Trilio show, Fishbone show. I ain't even sure I know his name. I seen him all kinds of shows all over. He'd show up. And so I'm standing there. I was like, hey, you got a ticket? He's like, no. I'm like, come on. So I got him in. General admission pit. I paid $113 for that ticket. The price probably went all the way down to like $50 or $40 when it's all said and done. But I was just happy. I was happy not to eat the ticket. And I was happy not to eat the ticket. And I was seeing this dude at so many different shows. I told him, you owe me for the rest of your life. And he was like, okay. He was like, how can I pay you back $113? I know, I'm like, you ain't got to worry about getting that to $113. But I'll see him at another show. I said, just buy me drinks forever or something like that, because I don't even drink alcohol. So that was fun to have. The show was good. Show was good. Noah Fisher's bass was sounding extraordinarily good to me. What I believe to be true, my subjective experience, is I've never heard his bass sound like that. See how he had effects and he was doing stuff that I'm not sure I've heard done at a Fishbone show. It's not that I'm a Fishbone soldier and I go a lot, but I've seen him a few times. I've seen him enough times. In fact, I just seen him somewhere. Oh, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, I think. Yeah, I saw him in Pittsburgh and Cleveland a couple months ago. Fishbone opened up for P-Funk. And I don't believe his bass was doing that. There was some noises and some rhythm and some slaps and plucking or whatever, I don't know what the word is, that I don't think I heard for. I was memorized. I was memorized, not mesmerized. I was memorized. Just looking, just listen, trying to see, because it was like right in the pocket. Sometimes it got a little bit overmodulated and loud, because I think, Fishbone music, Fishbone bass is kind of flat. It's supposed to be like flat and hollow. I mean, it's just what I'm thinking. As you know, the old soul R&B stuff is like, doom, 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 the lower end. Fishbone's been like, dun, 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 upbeat, that's kind of ska kind of. And his bass had that round bottom middle to it, where the middle wasn't there. So it gave it that nice, full bottom sound. And he had effects on there and he was doing stuff. I was like, oh my. And, I'm a P-Funk guy. I usually don't be vibing Fishbone, but I was vibing him. I was vibing him that night. I was vibing him Friday night. Like a song selection, whatever. It was sounding good. I was like, okay, I hear that. I feel that. So I enjoyed them. My back started getting kind of tired. I hadn't walked in a couple of days, probably why. Just was on an airplane, flew there, slept a couple hours, and I'm staying in the show for an hour. So I was kind of tired, but P-Funk came out. P-Funk got it going. And here's the story I'm gonna tell. From my belief, it was their first show in a long time, or a while after a break, and they were fresh. And you can tell. Cosmic Slop seemed to be at a faster pace. Mr. Clinton was in good spirits, as usual. The band was it was getting off the rails like I like. Just, them just getting in and doing stuff. Mr. Hampton, loud, clean, as usual. Well, I ain't gonna say as usual, but loud and clean, as usual. Mr. Curry, even Mr. Curry seemed to be doing a little something extra. His sound was good. Mr. Joseph, everybody. Mr. Thomas, Greg Boyer, Mr. Scheider, Garrett, Mr. Scheider, even the girls, even Brandy and Tanisha, everybody. Kevin Oliver on P-Funk, solo. Trey Lou even grabbed the mic and started rapping something so incredibly nasty and obscene. It was perfect. Mr. Payne, as always, the voice, doing what he do. Did I forget anybody? God's Weapon. By the time God's Weapon came on to do Dirty Queen, I had to go sit down. I had to go to the balcony and sit down. And right when I went to sit down, or about that time, and I got a front row balcony seat, oh, look at the house. I've been watching them build this house and redo all this for months now. Look at it. You gotta get pictures of it when I come back. So I got up to my seat. I saw a front row balcony. I saw a front row balcony seat. So I was standing up, second row in the pit. I went up there, got that seat. Right when I did, I think Mr. Josie started singing All Your Goodies Are Gone. And they went into Maggot Brain. So I was able to sit down and vibe Maggot Brain. It's a big difference. Okay, now, you're standing up front, and Mr. Hampton is right there, and you're right by a speaker, and it's blaring and killing. Blaring is probably the wrong word. But I like the lead guitar to be super loud. I like the lead guitar to be super duper duper loud. So when you're in the balcony, it's not gonna be as loud. Because you really probably you're hearing a lot of the PA speakers. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it was still loud and clear. And I was able to sit down, close my eyes, relax my body, and just float on it. That way. As opposed to standing there, and kind of drifting and having to remember not to fall. So it was good. I mean, it was just good. Did I forget anybody? PGB, Carlon was there doing what she do. 13, of course. Always solid. But it's the little things. Him and Trey Lou. Or Mr. Clinton too, Mr. Tracy Clinton. The things they do is like little subtleties in the background and stuff that are important. Ad-libs or filler or whatever. And he kind of orchestrates the show. Mr. Payne is the MC, I guess. But 13 be kind of like the, I guess the hype man. I don't know. But it's important that he got a shot. He gave LA Magus a shout out. LA Magus in the house. I was wearing the shirt. Not sure if Tally was wearing his. I think he still might have had the fishbone on. So I'm standing there thinking I'm getting love from the stage. And that feeling felt good, whether it was true or not. The feeling I got from it was good. So, oh yeah, I think it was LA Magus. It was all LA Magus everywhere. Backstage, so I think I saw So Raw backstage. I think he had on his LA Magus shirt. So it wasn't just me, but it don't matter. For that few seconds or whatever, I was thinking it was me, it was good. It felt pride. And this pride for me, the pride for the LA Magus. I mean, I'm from Ohio, people. Not that, being from Ohio is to that. I'm from a small town. And now look where I'm at. Small town. I'm gonna tell the story again. Small town. A million miles away from Parliament-Funkadelic. I found that band. I started loving the music. Never would I dream. Actually, that's not true. I did dream of this. Let's just be honest. I did dream of moving to LA and probably being in the position I'm in. Because I never really wanted to perform. If anything, I wanted to be George Clinton. That's about it. I wasn't trying to learn no instrument or nothing. I know I didn't have the discipline, nor did I want it. And then to get love from the stage, love from the band is so, what can you say? Like I said, the highest compliment you can give, I think, something or someone, is to say that they are part of making your life the best possible life or the most wonderful life. And I've been traveling, following, doing, vibing, loving this music for almost 50 years. We still out here fucking doing it. I ain't going nowhere. I don't even go see nobody else, basically. I just go see people. Then to go to the shows and get the love I get on and off stage, to be that guy. Like I said, when I first started listening to Parliament-Funkadelic, and I started with a bootleg 8-track, didn't even have pictures on it or nothing. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know what I was, who, what, nothing. No liner notes, no nothing. The album started to come in, but I'm still a million miles away from knowing anything. Really, the closest thing I would get was Right On magazine or something in Jet every now and then. Those few magazines, I think Rock and Soul or something, whatever magazine was. Pictures of this or that. Then start reading the album covers. And it was like they were stars. They were up in the heaven. Parliament-Funkadelic was up in the heaven. And I finally got to see him. Motor Booty Tour. He was at the Civic Arena of Richfield Coliseum. Huge production. Thousands of people. I'm way back, It was just too big, too overwhelming for me. But I was able to get pieces of it in. I was able to observe some pieces. Get a gist of, how this whole concert thing works. And I think a few years later, they came to Packard Music Hall. I was in college. I just got out of college, 2 years of DeVry. I was back home, got my mother's car, drove to Warren to see him, and that was the first time I was able to comprehend or looking at the eyes of the musicians, see the show, feel it and understand it. Because I was like maybe 10 feet from the stage. And I was able to look and see and feel and understand a lot better what goes on stage. The Glory Hole Stupid Egg Tour, Popsicle Tour, whatever they call it, Anti-Tour. And Mr. Payne came out of the egg, blew my mind, because he was messing with the speakers and messing up the music, and it was making me mad. Because, remember, this is my second time seeing this band that I have followed all these years. And I'm so far from it, I'm thinking I'll never get to see him again. I'm thinking this is it. I'll never get, it was precious. Every second was just so damn precious. And he was messing with speakers, messing with the band, and the band was like, they was playing a role. I thought it was real. And he came out the egg. I was like, this is why I picked him. This is probably what made me gravitate toward him. That kind of thinking, that kind of mentality. Even though I had read the album covers and everything, I'll still be doing it. And then meet Mr. Payne before the show, talk to him. Still gets to me, and I always talk about stuff. But anyway, I can go on and on about that. Because this shit is real to me. This shit is real. When I put on that P-Funk 1 Steeler jersey, that thing represents. That thing represents basically, I don't want to say a lot to what I have to say, whatever. I don't want to say the core of my being, who I am. That's going too much. That's too far, because I'm way more dynamic than that. But them two together, being a little boy, all right, enough. But anyhow, it was a good show. Oh, Benzel on drums. Benzel was on drums. He got that doggone thing in there. Mr. Thomas solos, Mr. Boyer solo on P-Funk. He got that extra click track thingy in there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And Mr. Payne was up there playing the cymbal while Mr. Cowan, who Daddy Cowan wasn't there, Benny Cowan wasn't there, Benzel was there. He was playing the cymbal while Benzel was playing. And you see the look on Benzel's face. It was fun. It's good. It's good. Mr. Hampton and his antics. We need him. Did I say something about Brandy and Tanisha? Becoming more and more vocal. Not just hearing them singing their parts, but actually adding stuff to the show, saying stuff. Well, Brandy does, Tanisha don't. I don't think she does. She's sticking to the script. Brandy, every now and then you hear her voice come above the track or whatever, and it just excites me every time just to hear that real loud voice. And God's Weapon sang the rap on one of the Shake the Gate tracks, and his energy when he does that, it just brings it up. Instead of singing, well, they both sing it over the track, okay? But the way he puts energy into it, he sings over the track as opposed to singing on top of it. He takes it to another level in the energy, and it just brings the whole thing up. So when whoever comes after him, they gotta to bring something. And they play Dirty Queen. And for some reason in the balcony, Dirty Queen almost had some appeal. The only part of Dirty Queen I like is when the girls come dancing out, when Tanisha come dancing out to the beginning part at that African silent music. And they say, he's a dirty queen. It's just not, it's kind of like the Fishbone music. If it ain't on the one, it ain't no fun. I just made that up. If it ain't on the one, it ain't no fun. But it was good. Did I forget anybody? Lige, Mr. Bedrosian. Saw him before the show. Got his book out. I ordered his book on the airplane when I landed in LA. So that'll be coming. And his book, to me, is significant because the details and it's vetted. I asked him, I said, has it been vetted? I said, has your credits and stuff been vetted? Because what he's doing, he's detailing who played on what album. And so he's detailing who played what on what album. Anybody fairly related to P-Funk and their projects and such. And that's real. And that's reference. So to me, that's real. So I'm waiting on that to hear. Because I talked to him for a show, got a selfie with Mr. Payne. It was good. It was good just hanging out. It's really good. And again, I'm reminded that a lot of people, some people, it's their first show. And they come there and they're just so excited. They're just so excited, you know. And that used to be me. Even though I'll probably try to play it off and be cool. I was there too. I remember being so excited. I don't know if intimidated is the word, but it probably is, to even talk to him. I remember before I was even so shy to talk to him. First time I got backstage, it was too much. I didn't want to be there. And I still don't want to be there. I still don't like going backstage. I like doing what Jeffery wanted to do. You know, and Jeffery can do whatever the hell he wants on his side of the stage. You know, with their reason, of course. But I got a lot more freedom on my side of the stage. Like I say, I'm King Kong on my side of the stage. It's my house. If I'm in there and people aren't playing, that's my house. But I think the last time I was challenged was in D.C. one time. A bunch of brothers was getting it. And they had Mr. Clinton's attention. And I could see they had his attention. Because he gonna gravitate to the group or wherever the energy is in the room. And I could tell he wasn't looking in my direction. It made me, I don't even say mad, but it set me back. No, it didn't set me back, you know what I'm saying. But anyway. Yeah, I was backstage and I was like, I don't like it back here. I don't know if I got out. As I said before, it's because at that time, somebody could have done something or said something that would have really hurt my feelings. Really, really hurt my feelings. Devastated my philosophy even. I would have had to separate. It was before I was able, it was before I knew to separate the band from the music. And not only the band, I had to separate the people, the persons, from the band, and musicians from the music, and the music from the philosophy. They're all separate. And somebody could have said something to me, but I was so fragile, or whatever at that time. And I've seen plenty of instances of where people got their feelings hurt. You know, funky people I know who've been doing this, you know, just probably, I ain't gonna say as long as I have, but just, you know, who's deep into it like I am, who've gotten their, well, I ain't gonna say as long as I have, because obviously I got the experience to understand this or that a little bit more than a lot of people do. Because it's a blessing of the proximity that I may or may not have. But yeah, I've seen people get their feelings hurt because this didn't happen, or the tickets wasn't there, or, you know, this or that. I ain't going. They can't give me tickets. I was like, I never, you'll never hear me say that. Even if I didn't want to go, I'd use that excuse. But it was mostly because I didn't want to go, not because nobody in the band didn't do this for me or didn't do that for me. In fact, they kicked me off, and I still went. They kicked me off the list, and I still went. And I found a way. Front row, just like I usually do. I told them in an article I wrote, they got me kicked off the list. I ain't going nowhere. I got nowhere to go. I ain't going nowhere. I got nowhere to go. Can't go see no Earth Winds, no Barcades, none of that bullshit. I didn't have to say bullshit, but you know what I mean. I'm still here. We still doing it. Got 2 more shows in California, Ventura and Pomona. I'm thinking these venues aren't going to be as prestigious or elegant as the Novo. Novo's like downtown LA in the LA Entertainment Complex. I mean, it's just like a gorgeous, well-policed, just top-level place. This is just like, not the top level. I think the Peacock Theater is the top. But, it's like across the street from the Staples Center, or Crypto Arena now. It's like right down there, right smack in the middle of it. The real LA stuff. These ones coming up are going to be more the kind of shows that I like in weird, obscure venues. I take that back. Some of these venues they play may be obscure now, but back in the day, they were old legendary. Some of these places have been around for a long time. They've been converted or renovated or whatever. Like the Portland Ballroom or some places that I saw, majestic places in San Francisco. I forget the name of them now. But it was Regency, I think, of San Francisco. Fillmore, of course, everybody know. But there's a bunch up there that, legendary. And they're old school. So they're not all modernized. And I think it's a different feel. And it's like a lot of wood. I think wood in the room. I like wood in the room. Love the House of Blues because of all the wood. I don't know why I like wood. I don't know. I just like for it to be wood. I don't know. All that shiny metal, metal barriers and all that. I don't know, but they're gonna play Ventura and Pomona. They got some old theaters. It's gonna be a different kind of vibe, different kind of security, different kind of, And usually those kind of shows, they get a little more playful, a little bit more wild, off the rails, Like in LA, they may know so-and-so's there, so-and-so's there. This person's here, that person's there. They got writers, and actors, and famous people. So they may be a little bit more disciplined, not disciplined, but, more aware of they play like a little dinky venue. And sometimes the best shows when they play like a dinky venue, whatever dinky venue is, after they've been on the road for a long time and they be tired and irritable. Oh my God. Or something happened to the hotels or the bus or something. And you can tell folks that ain't happy. They come dragging in. That's a different kind of vibe. Because the LA show, folks was on it. You could tell it was the first show in a while or whatever. It was eager and hungry. And the energy you could feel. Like I said, I'll go back and listen to the tape. The Cosmic Slop seemed to have been at the highest tempo I've heard in a long time. The Cosmic Slop seemed to be at the highest tempo that I've heard in a while. But anyway, my name is Jeffery. And I'm out here doing what I do. Talking about the people. I got distracted, saw some people over there talking. They got my attention. Not that I have to go on guard, but you want to be aware of your surroundings when I got distracted. But anyway, so we'll get to see him December 23rd, December 21st. I didn't even check out the logistics of the show yet. Meaning, where's it going to be at? How am I going to work? Am I going to be off? I haven't checked any of that out yet. I should have PTO days, so I should be good. If I have to take a day off, I should have PTO days, so I should be good. If I have to take a day off, I gotta check the logistics. I might do that right now, in fact. Make sure I'm on the, let's get things together. Find out what day Christmas is and all that. Now that I got through Thanksgiving, can't wait to get back on that scale. Check my weight. That 199 was real enough. But anyway, and Mr. Moore, Angela Moore, Dirty Walt, Kendall, I think his name is John Stewart. Fishbone, and the guitar guy, Norwood Fisher, did I say Norwood? Who, I don't want to say Norwood is my hero, because that's not the way I talk or believe in anything outside of myself, pretty much. But I definitely look to him. I definitely look to him, his opinion, his actions. I definitely, there's no doubt about that. So it's always special to see him play with Trulio or Fishbone. And the other bass player for B-Funk, Mr. Curry. As I said before, those two probably key into who I am. Not who I am, or what I am today, whatever that means. Whatever I am. That's where it kind of all started with them two. So it's good. I look back at my life and things I experienced. I'm spoiled. I take it for granted, like I'm supposed to. I appreciate it, knowing that it's precious, hopefully enough to honor the experiences and the opportunities that I've had, and the people I know, and the things I get to experience and see. Then all that, Pittsburgh fires their offensive coordinator. Offense turns into something. See, I'm wearing it. Football season every day. Anyhow, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, for the funk. And for ska. This time, and for ska. Or whatever you want to call Fishbone music. Because Mr. Fisher's bass would sound like it. I don't know, I was asking Ole. I gotta call and talk to him. Because I ain't talking to nobody last couple days. We was like texting. He called me, I was like, I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't talking to nobody in 2 days. I still ain't talking to nobody. I still haven't. Only this. There's only talking out to external, something outside of myself, since Friday night. It was Monday morning. And that's not a complaint. Anyhow, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, for the funk, and for ska music, whatever it's called. And for every elementary particle that's ever existed in any atom in this or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. A totality of it all, the theory of universe, an hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery. Oh, I should have stopped it first. Okay. Stop.